Hey there, you beautiful babies in the Syndicate. It's me, your host and DM, Seth, and I'm just here at the beginning of this episode to very briefly inform you about our partnership with Kraken Dice. Now, if you're rolling into 2023 without any swag, dice, or any other miscellaneous things that you want in your life, head over to krakendice.com. Anything in the store will be 15% off as long as you use our Syndicate at checkout. Our Syndicate is D20 Syndicate. That's right. Just type in D20 Syndicate when checking out, and 15% off of everything in the store is yours for the rest of time. Okay, that's it. Enjoy whatever comes after this. I think it's like a podcast or something. I don't know.
Previously on Into the Yonder Void, we all wanted to find Gil, and we found a portal in the middle of a lake. Without giving it too much thought, we gave chase to Gil through the portal and ended up in this quaint little village that kind of fell off a bit. We searched the house, and we didn't find any trace of Gil, but there was this weird portal. And I think that's where he went, and that's where we need to go.
The D20 Syndicate presents Into the Yonder Void. Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Hi, everybody.
A weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth, and around the table we have our players.
I'm weird 90s Capri Sun commercial energy, and I play Nez.
I'm that honeycomb mascot that disappeared off the face of the earth. And I play Bill.
I'm Lindsey, and I'm those Ronald McDonald movies that they were giving away at McDonald's. Oddly good.
Yo, this fucking McDonald's movie slaps.
It was Scared Silly.
It's a solid 8.3 out of 10.
Scared Silly was
good.
fun. I loved Scared Silly. I swear we just kept watching it, and it was free.
We did too.
Yeah.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Cam.
That's right. Each week we record for your listening pleasure. This is episode 83.
Correct.
Fucking three.
I don't know what's happening with 83.
That's what the IMDb rating for the Ronald McDonald movie is. 8.3.
There's nothing like the great outdoors of the far forest is best. Of course, if you want to get close to the greenery, then Cape of the Wilds is the place to be. There's flowers and squirrels and fish and frogs, caves and rocks and lots of logs. That was one of the songs.
Oh my God, yeah, Grimace sang it, right? Was it
They all
Grimace?
sang it.
They all sang it? It wasn't.
Am I the
Grimace
only
song?
one who's never seen?
I bet
any of
Grimace is a pleasant
Maybe.
baritone.
Oh my God.
I'd like to imagine so.
Now, how do you watch Scared Silly?
But
That
he
like
can-
activated the part of my
He
brain.
can
where I'm
squeeze himself
remembering it.
to alter his octaves. That's why he's shaped like that weird fat triangle.
The butt plug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it's time for tonight's Around the Campfire question.
This is the sound of a fire. Ooh. I'm also a fire. Hey, get out of here. You'll get rid of my fire. No, come here.
I couldn't hear any of that, so,
It was real spicy.
Oh. right.
For tonight's Around the Campfire question, I want to know what sort of relationship you have with your parents and or siblings. Now, if you have, a non-traditional family, whereas you had like an adoptive person or family members that were not like your biological family, you can use those in this context. So we are going to start with, let's start with Gil.
I'm pretty fortunate to have had a very big family, a lot of weird siblings and cousins and weird relatives that come creeping in. Relationship with them. So my mom, I love my mom, but she can be a little bit much sometimes. It's not my favorite, but don't tell her I said that. My dad, he's a lot more laid back. He feels much more like a bro to hang out with. I never connected with him on a typical dad and son way. But yeah, my siblings, they're all his kids. He had a lot of different ladies he met throughout life. He liked to party it up. But he was still a good dad in that he took everyone in, but not a good dad in that he did no dadding whatsoever about it. But yeah, I mean, I have 2 brothers, I have a sister, and I think we're cool. I haven't seen them in a long time. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Gil. Fee.
Oh, God damn it. Fee is just sad girl vibes. So my relationship with my parents, so obviously there's the set that I don't remember, and then that's a bummer, but
Wait, you're telling me Fee's not a furbolg?
oh my god. The parents that I remember that I loved so much was Cloven Birch, and they are why I got into potions and all the different things, like kind of that make me. But they might be dead, so that's my relationship right now. I guess. Well,
Status.
I mean,
they might be dead.
Yeah.
Status TBD. To be dead. They be dead. All right. Thank you, Fee. Nezrah.
Why is this sad for everyone?
It's the quintessential D&D stereotype.
I'm hoping Can comes in with it.
Yeah.
Things are great.
We already know things are somewhat tenuous with Can and her family.
Maybe if Can doesn't realize, who knows? I'm hopeful. I don't know. Sorry.
It's fine,
Ignorance is
Can. You're
bliss.
just our hope.
Just oblivious.
So I've talked about my adoptive father, Veldak, before. I come from a pretty large family, but we're all kind of adopted. So it's a surrogate family. Kind of like a community.
I'm like realizing as I say this out loud, it's a cult.
It literally was.
Like
I mean, yes.
there's an HBO special coming out about us next month. Fuck.
It seemed normal to us.
Yeah, it seems super normal. Like, yeah, the monthly sacrifice, it was cool.
I know something about that.
And me and my brothers and sisters and I, we all got along just fine. Everything was good. But now, I don't know how welcome I am back home, by my siblings. It's complicated with, what happened with Veldak, and I don't think a lot of them understand what happened, but I understand if they're upset about it, but I'm scared to go back.
God damn. It's such a sad.
right.
Why we are such a bunch of rejects.
Bunch of sad.
Bunch of mopes is what
Yeah.
you
The
are.
island of misfit toys.
outcasts.
It's us.
All of us.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why
And,
am I such a
Thanks,
misfit?
Nezrah.
yeah, go ahead and turn on the Phoebe Bridgers.
Yeah. How's it gonna be? He's gonna follow fees.
All right. And Can.
My relationship with my parents,
Yes.
it's fine. They're a little bit serious for my vibe. I never really spent a ton of time with them growing up because I was always out and about. They called me a wandering child.
That's it.
You smiling? So that's it. Nothing else?
I mean, they would get mad at me sometimes.
For what?
not taking things seriously enough, or not showing up to work, or skipping school. But sometimes there are more important things to do.
Like what?
Like meet a crocodile, or make a bet with a cheesemonger. Do like a race.
There's a pattern here. like this, the losing of the artifact now is starting to make much more sense.
All right, thank you, Ken.
I just have a goal in life. I would like to live a rich and storied life, and I feel like maybe that's not what my parents want, but I feel like I have years left to unpack all that. So,
God, we really are the outcasts.
Yeah.
Like, we're bonded by.
I have a
D&amp.
fine relationship with my family. I said it was fine.
The black sheep. Absolutely the black sheep. Can is the super chilled, laid back Dom Toretto of Luta, where she's just,
I just want to live my life 1/4 coconut at a time.
Ken is the little kid from Coco who just wants to play the guitar and not be a shoe shiner.
yeah,
Love
But
Coco.
her family's just like, you're a shoe shiner.
fucking shine them shoes, dummy.
Nobody shines shoes in my village.
Nobody ain't got
Nobody
shoes.
wears shoes.
Hardly
Yeah.
anyone wears them.
It's all Kenny Chesney attire.
Oh, I love him.
That's my favorite sea
You
creature.
gotta be able to feel the sand between your toes.
Go back to the sea. Kenny Chesney.
Whence you came.
Get going. Go on. I don't love you. I don't love you no more. Get out of here.
Throwing conches at him. Oh, shit. Kenny Chesney.
Get back to your ocean lair. You dang old sea creature.
We have talked about how he looks like a turtle, right?
Oh, it's been a long time.
We're reopening this. Yeah.
It's a callback. It's
It
a
was a
callback.
whole thing. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Kenny. I actually do like you.
Somebody's
If you're
got him.
listening,
I know you're out there listening right now.
And
Down under the sea.
I just want to say I appreciate you.
Yeehaw.
all you've done for algae and the other sea critters down there.
And the rest of the ecosystem. I love Echo the Dolphin.
Kelp has never been bigger than it is today, thanks to
Please,
you.
please tell Ursula hello for me.
He's one of those fucking eels.
I keep wanting to say vomit, but that's not. It's something.
Chesney.
It's something in Jetsam.
Flotsam?
Flotsam.
Flotsam and Jetsam.
How do you remember this?
Jetsam and Flotsam. Shall we get started?
Good episode, guys.
Probably.
Later.
When we last left off, y'all were trucking around some mysterious areas. Looked like Elder Cross to you, Gil, but it was bizarre and different. Something like a shadow of the true Elder Cross, which was already looking kind of like a shadow of other things.
Somebody clean this shit up.
And you, the rest of you were all following a little bit behind Gil, and Can was able to rescue Loom and bring him through Elder Cross into the house, and you guys were able to pass through that portal. Meanwhile, Gil was dealing with some funky nonsense on the other side. Met a weird individual who seemed to know a lot about him, and was hard to pin down how this individual looked. And there was also a floating individual, very with radiant golden halos around them. But we're gonna pick up as the rest of you.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
No, I was remembering it finally. It's setting in now. Yes.
Hey, I don't know shit about fuck, Mr. Moon.
The rest of you come through this portal. Just a few minutes difference from Gil. And in fact, when you step through, Gil, what's the strongest perfume scent that you have on you? Because you seem like somebody who would have a lot of like, oils and perfumes and
you
stuff.
seem like a smelly guy.
Some frankincense.
Mm-hmm.
Gil's kind of ashamed of this, but he has like a permeating sulfuric odor to him, but he does mask it with what he assumes is a very sweet aroma.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, there'd be notes of cinnamon, maybe like a berry sort of situation,
Okay.
but I don't know if it masks it all the way. So you'd also get some of his funk in there.
What smells like ass and berries?
Who farted in this fruit pie?
I'm trying to cover it up by lighting matches.
Yeah. He's just constantly leaking fart.
He's the man with the terrible smell.
As you guys cross this threshold, everyone but Can, you cross this threshold and you have that residual smell. You instantly can smell the familiarity of Gil, like the kind of the fruity, spicy smell that with a very small underlying scent of like almost like smoke or something like fire that you've come to associate with.
Like a
Gil.
firework went off,
Yeah.
That.
Oh, I love that smell.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
So Nez and Fee and Crumb, you guys have gone through to the other side, and you notice Can doesn't immediately come out behind you, but you smell that smell. You guys have found yourselves
Can
in this
farted
like
in the portal.
misty cityscape sort of looking thing. It's almost like you can only see a little bit of it, and it's very heavily clouded, shrouded in this misty fog. So you're not 100% certain where you are, but it definitely, there's cobblestone roads and there are some buildings, but there doesn't seem to be any activity.
I think we're on the right track to find Gil.
Is there any? Can I do like a perimeter check and see if there are any directions in which the smell permeates strongest?
Okay, so that'll be 2 rolls. Give me a perception check where you're going to focus on smell, and then depending on how that goes, we will see if you do a survival check.
All right, perception. I got 17.
Okay, yeah, you can. It's pretty strong. You recognize that, as I mentioned, as Gil, and you can sense that it is sort of fading, but it gets stronger in a specific direction. So go ahead and give me a survival check.
Okay.
You can do that with advantage.
Sick. Okay, first one was 8. Second one was 7. God damn.
For a total of 8. 8.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell which direction this scent is going in.
And you
but
said you said Crumb's with us, right?
yes, correct.
Crumb, my benevolent god, do you have
Oh, you are speaking my language. Anything you want, you can have.
I beg of you to wield your mighty power. Can you tell us what direction this scent of Gil is wafting from?
You mean that just intense funk that's just permeating this whole area? Yeah, I could probably do that.
Precisely.
It turns my stomach.
Crumb has fart sight instead of heart sight.
There's just a stinky Lapew trail that he follows.
You guys,
And Can didn't emerge with them.
Nope, not right away.
and you guys aren't you aren't going too far, are you? Where are you planning to go for?
Who?
You and Crumb?
We're not going anywhere yet.
Oh, okay, good.
What are you doing, Fee?
Setting up shop. This looks like a good spot for my cart.
Well, that's what I was asking, because just make sure don't go far yet, because I feel like Can will be coming through soon. It's kind of weird she didn't come through right away, but
Yeah, where are Can and Loom?
I don't know, but hopefully they can get through soon. Maybe they just had a little hiccup and they'll be here in a second.
Crumb, can you find the trail for Gil while we wait for Can and Loom to come through?
Yeah, I know exactly where this is. He's like sniffing around. He's like, I know exactly where it's going. So follow me or don't. I'll be right back. Or maybe I won't. Who knows? I am a mercurial god. And he's
What a chode.
We trust you in your infinite wisdom.
and he buzzes off.
Buzz off, jackass.
Crumb announcing to nobody once he like entered Elder Cross and being like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, Gil, was one of the highlights of this campaign for me.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Like, now that we're alone, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, so Nez, Fee, what are you doing? Just hanging around?
Yep, just kind of hanging out. Is the portal opening still visible to us, or did we come through and it's just like, we're just here now?
Yeah, it's visible to you.
Okay,
but it looks almost like it's like they got like a film over it, as if you wouldn't be able to like push yourself back through.
Okay. Kind of like webbed feet kind of thing.
What?
Yeah, there's like spider web over it.
Oh, okay. You know, like a film. You know,
The
very
tip of the
thin-
glue solidified.
Yeah. And we can't
Yeah, that
see
skin on
through back like to the hallway, right?
Nope, correct.
Okay. Is it like a? I know you said that, like, described what it looked like before. What does it look like on this side?
On this side, it's like almost like a sealed over scab a little bit.
Okay.
Um,
And is
like
it just
you guys
like
pushed your
hovering
way out?
in the air, or is it like on
Yep.
a wall?
It's about 3 feet off of the ground.
Okay.
So, but
Fucking
in the
cool.
middle of this avenue.
Okay. Sweet. That's really rad. Thank you.
Can I need a charisma saving throw from you?
Oh.
Well. Okay.
I don't think you have charisma saves that are good.
You got it, dude.
That's an 8.
An 8. Okay.
I feel that.
Can please roll a D100?
Don't ask for high or low from me today, Seth. I do not have my dice.
63.
What the fuck happened to this page?
Wait, where the fuck is my 401k? Shit, it's gone. Shit.
Okay, as you pass through this portal, you start to feel like this very intense, oppressive feeling over you. It is like this like bubble of just bad feelings that sort of surround you, and you can feel like your skin prickling as almost like hundreds of little spider legs begin like touching your flesh. And finally, you're like trying to shake it off, but finally one of them pierces you, and it feels like it not only like pierces the flesh of your arm, but also sparks something in your brain.
Jesus.
So there has been an effect. You're not sure what it is, but there's been an effect that has kind of worked its way into you.
Spider can.
And
Spider can.
but you find that you feel really good. Like really, really good.
I was right. Yep, it's Spider can.
I was right.
I need you to roll a D4, please.
That's how many new muscle groups you have.
1.
1. For the next day, you are resistant to all forms of magical damage, whether it's fire damage or anything like that. You are resistant to it, so you will take half damage. On the flip side, you find that your neck and back area ache. My neck.
Yeah, and what about
My back.
And you're
We
correct.
all know what we're thinking.
And it feels like something is like wheedling its way out of your flesh, but you're not sure what that is. And then suddenly you come through this portal standing right in front of Nezrah and Fee.
Is Loom with me?
A moment later, yeah.
Okay.
Comes out. I'm going to need, you know what, Fee, since you love rolling a D100, you give me a D100 roll.
Yeah. I don't know my D100. It's a little more sad.
Did you see spiders in there?
1 sec.
58.
58?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when Loom emerges and you ask that, you see that his eyes look to be completely like blank, like he's just got a cloud of like swirls where his eyes normally are, and he's like,
Oh, I didn't see anything, and I can't see anything.
Like anything at all?
Nothing at all.
That's not great.
maybe rub your eyes a little bit.
He like rubs his eyes. It's still the same.
It still sucks ass.
Okay, well, maybe just like keep your hand on my shoulder and I'll guide us.
He like puts his hand out, and he like puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, "Oh, what is that?" And the rest of you guys see Can has 2 large spider limbs coming out of her spine.
Oh,
Homie, no.
shit.
Are they like? Do they look like her skin or like?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, that's a little bit
I don't know
better,
what's
but-
worse.
Why is that better?
That makes- I don't know. That makes my
I
stomach
was imagining
turn.
like
You know how I
gross,
feel.
Do you
hairy-
want me to modify that so that it's not grossing you out?
No, it's fine.
you
I'll
sure?
get used to it.
Okay. So this will be in effect for the next day.
Okay. Can I do stuff with them? Can I move them?
Can I do stuff with them?
Do they have hands on the end?
They don't.
But can they grip like spider hands?
You might have to do some testing.
And do I notice them now that?
Yeah,
they're being held?
now that they're about 2 foot long.
Damn.
So they're about as long as your body. So yeah, you guys see Can emerge with these, and you see that Loom is apparently blind.
Whoa, Can! When did you get those?
Oh, fascinating. I immediately get my book out and I start examining Can's limbs.
And I'll run
I got
over.
bit by a spider.
Oh.
And now I guess I'm part.
Wow.
Quantum limbs.
I'm gonna take out my magnifying glass and put on my big glasses, and also come over on the other side of Nezrah.
Yeah, if you guys want to give me an investigation with you can maybe discern some things about it.
I would appreciate if you don't make me feel weird about it.
Yeah, you're left with the weird
It's not weird,
scientists.
Can. It's super cool. Are you okay though?
I got a 9.
Okay.
And internally, Nez is just curious if
I
there's
also
any
got
sort of
9.
like energy akin to his antlers coming off of the legs.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I also got 9.
Nice.
9.
Fuck. Oh, there we go. 17.
That's good.
17. You are not certain, but there is definitely the fact that both have sprung from you guys' bodies and don't appear to be like completely out of the realm of what, like, it's not like they're like mechanical arms or anything like that. Like they just, there's something about that is similar, almost as if a portion of your body was just remolded as opposed to just something implanted.
Gotcha.
And none of this happened to me.
Correct. None of this happened to anybody else except for those two, the last two through.
Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, with your 9 fee, you get up close and it's just like, this is cool. Like, you're not really able to discern anything much more than that because it's so weird. But yeah, Can, you feel like you have control over these things. You can move them around if you want.
Does it feel like natural? Like,
Yeah, at the moment it feels natural. Like,
I'm gonna try to do a spider thing. Can I like try to crawl on them?
on them?
Yeah.
Sure. Like, how do you want to do that?
Like, I don't know, lean back and see if I can just put all my weight on my spider feet.
Yeah, if you were to lean back, you could absolutely do that. You a little kickstand action.
Can I jump
Fun.
on my spider feet?
You can try.
this
I
is
try.
this is so weird because Can knows what it's like to be an actual spider
Yeah.
as well. So you can actually compare these weird spider limbs to a real spider.
You feel like the weight is similar to your own. You can jump about as high as you normally can.
Okay.
So
And do they have grippies?
they have small little hairs on the end that allow you to grip things.
Can I climb a wall?
You can try.
I try.
Give me an athletics check.
Damn. 5?
5. You're able to like affix to the wall, but these walls are a bit grimy and like almost as if they're made out of like
Cheese.
smoke. Like they there doesn't seem to be a lot of purchase on them.
Okay.
But you're fairly confident that if you were to find like a wall that was more permeable, you would you'd be able to climb
Cheese
it.
walls.
All right.
Fucking grimy ass
Yeah.
cheese walls.
So you guys are now here, and you've got a blind ass Loom.
Oh yeah, Loom can't see anymore.
Oh shit.
What happened?
I don't know for how long.
Are you both like okay? Like do you
his
feel okay?
eyes look cloudy?
Yeah, they look like almost like clouds in his eyes, as opposed to like clouded over.
It's just the wallpaper from Toy Story in his eyes.
I'm just getting Coraline vibes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
it feels like a Coraline-y thing.
yeah. Just fucked up.
Clouds where there would be buttons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does it look bad?
No.
Kinda.
What are your thoughts on clouds?
I suppose they're okay. Do they look like clouds?
Yeah,
Definitely.
so they look kind of cool,
That's a bit unsettling, I suppose.
but it's cool.
Do you feel okay
Yes.
otherwise?
I feel stronger. I feel like I have I'm well rested or something. I'm not sure what that means, but
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, we sent Crumb ahead to scout for Gil. He's hot on the trail, I think. If you guys want to try and catch up with him.
excellent. Yes, let's do that. But yes, he like reaches out for any sort of purchase. He's looking for Can's shoulder.
I give him my spider leg.
Okay, he holds onto it. Oh, this is no offense. It's a little unsettling.
It's my spider leg.
Okay.
Hey, come touch my
Sometimes
spider
it
leg.
helps if you know what it is.
It does a little, I suppose. All right. So, wait, which way? And then we're gonna switch to Gil.
Oh yeah,
So,
I'm
Gil,
here.
you're not just an observer. So yeah, the eyes of this floating, humanoid-looking thing met yours, and you heard, you're 3 short. Are you sure this is the path you want to pursue?
Hey, buddy, what'd you do to my mom? And I throw up my fist and like about to go in a fisticuffs situation.
Are you,
Fucking
are you
boofs.
talking to the person floating?
Yes.
Okay. You, like, the eyes kind of soften around the edges as they look at you. I did nothing with your mother.
Well, where the hell is she? She's not supposed to leave her house.
I think you misunderstand the nature of this place. This is not a true environment.
What?
It is a bit hard to explain to a mortal, but think of this as a reflection, a dark reflection.
Who are you calling mortal? Who the hell are you, chomp?
The light around this individual gets brighter, and it kind of fills this hallway, this like alleyway that you're in. And you notice that the individual that had led you here, the cocky one, suddenly like disperses into a cloud of mist as this light gets like brighter and brighter until eventually you're like, all you can really see if you continue to stare is like just a muddy silhouette in the center of this bright light.
That's okay. I don't need to see you to whoop your ass.
Are you planning to fight me?
I don't know what you want, dude. I
Well,
came
you
into
are
your
not
hole. That was your hole, right? I went into your hole.
You are not supposed to enter my hole.
Man, have I heard of that before. Can you turn down the lights in here, man?
No. I am showing you exactly what you asked for. You asked to know who I am, and I am revealing that to you. And the light gets more and more intense to the point that you're probably going to have to close your eyes or you're going to go blind.
This is a lot. Okay, I get it. You're bright.
How did you end up here?
I went home. At least I thought I did. And then in the home was a hole, and I went in because I can't help myself, I guess.
This does not work for me. No one is supposed to come here without mine saying so.
Have you seen? Do you know who my mom is?
I do not know who your mom is.
Imelda Brody. Ring a bell.
I do not recognize the name.
Why?
Though I am sure she is a lovely woman.
Why would there be an entrance to your place in her house?
This is constructed from your own personal recollection. You entered this realm and you built it based on your own expectations.
You mean I could just expect a beautiful lady with big boobs to walk over from over there if I expect it?
No.
Oh, shit.
Once you entered, you were expecting Elder Cross. But you cannot make any changes now that you have crossed the threshold.
Oh, why didn't you just say it's all bullshit then?
I do not like the way with which you refer to this. It is not bullshit. This is a realm, a trial. And if you would like to pursue this trial, I will allow it, though you are short.
Like for the gladiator thing?
I do not know what you refer to.
I'm the living shadow. I'm an important gladiator, you see.
Well, then perhaps you will do well on your own. But I will say, most who pursue this endeavor alone do not make it.
Don't most people pursuing stuff need to know what they are pursuing? I don't even remember signing up for this shit.
Most who enter do know that this is a trial. This is the memory trial.
Oh. That with which I'm familiar?
What?
I've heard of this trial, and I will master it. Why do I need more people, though?
Because unless you are someone of great strength and great power, you will likely be ripped apart by the trials within.
Isn't this in my mind or whatever?
No.
Oh, shit.
The visual locations are based on your mind's creation. But this is a real realm, with real dangers. Normally, I would not even give this much of a preamble, but you appear to be lost.
Yeah. I definitely don't know what's happening right now, but...
It has been some time since anyone has stumbled in, and in fact, the last person to stumble in
Was
or
Rip
even
Taylor.
take this trial was the one you saw in the alleyway just a moment ago.
That seems like forever ago now. Maybe... Gil doesn't know that people are coming after him or knows that anyone followed him or that there was a portal.
It's true.
I shall take your trial, and I will become the next you. Just wait and see.
That is not how it works.
Well, that is how it will work. Because
This trial.
I am malleable like the darkness. You might be the light, my friend, but I am the darkness.
As cute as that is.
I am the night.
He said I'm cute.
No, you must know fully well going in what to expect. There are things beyond your meager power within. And once you begin the trial, you cannot stop the trial.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. That sounds chill. All right. All right, get away. Let me do it.
Get away.
You, Gildebrand, wish to accept the merit of this trial. Raise your fist in the air.
I start raising my hand. I'm like, what is merit again?
It is just your want and desire to take this trial.
All right, yeah, all right. And then he raises his hand.
Now, wave it around like you just don't care.
So, as you raise your fist, he, looks down at you. All right. then we shall begin this trial, right? And right before he says now, you hear, you son of a bitch! And then you disappear. And you find yourself standing at the top of a mountain, looking down into a valley of darkness. And right behind you, you hear, what in the fuck is this? What happened?
Oh, no.
Gil, what did you do?
Oh, I love
and
this.
And you turn to see Crumb floating there behind you.
Why were you grabbing me for? Why are you here? Why, of all the people, I thought I had friends, but you're the person that followed me?
I was sent ahead to scout you. The rest of the gang is here, or was in the same spot you were in, but I don't know what you did. You made some sort of deal, and now we're here.
Well, we're about to do a trial, my man.
The hell we are. We're gonna get out of here.
How are you going to do that?
Fight it. I'm gonna fight this mountain. Maybe I'll fly up real high and be able to leave.
I don't care what you do.
What? Yeah, you do. What?
I don't give any shit. Any shit at all. You are an imposter. You are a little piece of shit, useless, ugly little shit. And I don't like you. And you're really cramping my style. And you're really loud.
Yeah, tell me something I haven't heard before, Horn Man.
My horns are my favorite part about my body. I'll have
That's
you know.
because the only thing you got going for you. What else you got?
You know, I think it's a good time for us to be here alone like this, because you don't have to put on this bullshit act like you
I'm
are some.
gonna kill you so dead. You're gonna die. Your guts are gonna fall out of your butt.
This
You
isn't
know
how I
this
wanted this to
ends.
go.
You know how this ends every time. You look away, and then I swat you, and then you're gone, and you're going to be gone.
But I'm gonna stay out of your radius, and then what are you gonna do? Then I can just shoot you.
What
Good
is-
luck shooting me with
What-
these big ass arrows.
What is your beef? What do you want?
I was just trying to find you because they asked me to find you, and now you're being all salty.
I think you actually care about me.
I do not care about you.
Yes, you do. I'm super charming and handsome.
Yeah, maybe to the other alligators.
Look, you need to shut up and listen. Whatever is happening here, we are stuck together in this. And if you want to get out of it and get back to Fee, so we can get back to Fee, then we need to do this together.
Yeah. What even is this?
I don't fucking know. Some weird glowing guy just talked to me, and I don't know shit about what he said. I just signed over whatever. I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know how to get out of here, man.
I don't fucking know.
But I know if we do this trial, then we won't have to be here anymore. So let's do it.
It seems like suicide to me, but okay, let's do it.
Okay. And then I start climbing down the mountain. I don't know.
Okay, give me athletics.
All right.
All right. This is starting to go more like how I wanted. This is great. I love it.
That is an 11.
All right, yeah, you slip and slide a little bit, but you're able to hold on as you climb down this mountain to the first pass down below. Yeah, you reach this mountain pass, and it slopes down and into the darkness.
But it's a path.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It's
rocky.
Cheese. Rocky cheese.
I breathe in.
The cheese.
I am the darkness. And then I walk into the darkness.
You hear behind. Well, he's the darkness. Okay, yeah, you're gonna become one with the darkness. Cool, yeah. I'm a sprite, so
Maybe you should be invisible for this.
I am invisible for this.
I can see you, man.
Well, 1 second. And he becomes invisible and also goes into the darkness. Back to you guys.
Oh,
the moment,
shit.
you guys, Sophie, you hear in your head, like, you son of a bitch! And then all of a sudden, you have no context for where Crumb is. Just suddenly shuts off.
Okay. Does it sound like when he dies, or does it sound
It
like...
kind of sounds like when he dies.
Oh, shit, I think he killed himself.
The rest of you guys notice that the fog begins to clear. The moment that Fee even says anything, the fog begins to clear, and you guys are looking at the ruins of a city. And as the fog clears further and further beyond, you can see off into the distance. You guys seem to be on like kind of a slope that looks out over maybe a valley. But in the center of the valley, as this fog clears, you see this gigantic creature just standing. It's like miles away, but it is huge.
It's bipedal?
It's on... it's quadrupedal.
Okay.
It has 4 limbs, and it seems to be almost like just these tall stalks and these like almost a square-shaped body. And there's one giant eye in the center of its body. And you can see that there's like the mist that was parting is returning to this creature. It's like being sucked up into it from far, far away. So it's almost got like this halo of cloud and fog around its limbs.
It's a fucking Saru from fucking Legend of Legaia. This rules. Okay, it's got one eye.
One giant eye in
And
the
it's-
center of its body.
And it's just like a Kleenex box with stork legs.
Sorta, yeah. It's like kind of oblong, but yeah, roughly square shaped.
But
and
it's
gray.
huge.
Yeah, it's like a dark stony gray color.
Okay.
And this has to be miles away, and it is massive.
Weird. Okay, so since we're so far away, but it's so huge, are we able to see, does it have like, how do I say this? Like pores or spore? Like, does it have pores that it's sucking the fog into?
It's hard to tell. It seems like it's going into underneath its body.
Underneath its body. Okay. Weird. All right.
What village is it? The
speechless.
same village?
It's not. This is somewhere else.
Oh.
This is like a ruined city.
Do we recognize the village at all?
I'll allow you guys to each give me history checks.
Yeah.
This is a weird tangent we are on.
a little bit. Oh, that
Yeah.
was bad.
Mine was good. 19.
Okay.
Fucking 8.
8 again?
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ.
I have a +6 and I rolled a 2.
16.
Yeah, I was like, tight. History's my jam. Fuck.
Well, history may be your jam, Nezrah, but perhaps this beast is taking up a big portion of your
It is.
your brain's real estate for like you're not concerned about the architecture right now because this beast exists
It is.
off in the distance.
Fucking H.R. Giger and I had something for this, I swear. Go on.
Can, you got a 16, and Fee, you got a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Can, you recognize, as an architect, you recognize some of the sections of these buildings. They look a little bit like Skullport, but then there's a lot that doesn't look like Skullport. A lot of it looks like it's like an amalgam of different architectural styles kind of dropped in on each other. And Fee, you notice the same thing, except there's one that you notice that's like really weird and it's familiar to you. With a 19, you can't tell exactly why it's familiar, but there's something about it. It just doesn't look like anything you've seen recently, but you just see like this weird structure that's kind of like overgrowing with thorns, and there's something familiar about that to you. But you can also see that there's like sections that look like Skullport here and other, random things kind of strewn together.
So this really is like the upside down. That's fun. That's what I'm picturing.
I'm picturing an amalgam zone where
Yeah.
realities have crumbled in on themselves.
Right. It's a Dark Souls 3 meets
It's
Silent Hill
crumbling
situation.
Fair Missoula,
Yeah.
but like a
And
bunch
as-
of people's houses.
More of the fog clears in the sky. Yeah, you can see that it's not dark here anymore. The previous spot was dark. This spot is like almost like a weird sunset. But the sky is like purple and red with heavy dark clouds.
Fucking wild. All right.
Is it just me, or do parts of that look like Skullport?
It definitely does look kind of like Skullport. Just sad.
And, like, not all of it.
Yeah. What?
Very curious.
Well, what should we do? I can't see anything.
Sorry.
Well, there's also a giant critter that's just, like, standing there in the middle looking none too friendly, so...
A giant critter? What does it look like?
A box.
It's like H.R. Geiger and Pablo Picasso did acid with Dr. Seuss.
Long legs, one eye, big rectangle-ish body.
Is there mist or fog going into this creature?
Oh, yeah.
There is.
We should try to go back through the portal.
What?
But what about Gil?
Fuck Gil.
This is difficult, but if what you're describing is what I think you're describing, that is a confluence beast.
What's that?
It sits at the border of different realms.
Oh.
It is a very, very powerful creature that we would have no hope of surviving against should it turn its one large eye against us.
Wait, so it's not friendly? No chance of friendship?
It is not unfriendly. It minds its own. But if it were to become agitated or think of us as trespassers, then perhaps it would become unfriendly.
Well, what if we just present ourselves as friendly travelers
I do.
looking for our buddy?
I
Yeah.
don't know
Getting
much
counsel.
about it.
Stuck in the wrong place.
I suppose I don't know much about it. I just know that it is
Can it talk?
a bad omen. No, this is just something I don't know much about.
Lou,
I only know.
Don't let your fear of the unknown and your toxic masculinity not keep us from asking for directions since we're lost.
It's more that I cannot see than anything else, and also the stories that I've heard about it. They're bad.
That's
I don't know how
understandable.
we ended up in this place, but
Well,
we are here.
maybe it sounds like we lost contact with Crumb, so I'm assuming our trail has gone cold for Gil. How about we plan on making our way to the Confluence Beast, and if we find any other markers or people that could help along the way, we seek it from them instead.
I am at the whim of the rest of you and this spider arm. He waves it around.
Well, maybe we do this all in a very, sneaky manner. Can it only see, or can it hear, or can it feel vibrations?
I do not know. I think that it spends most of its time occupied by keeping the borders of realms and planes together. Though I'm not sure which planes this thing is holding together currently.
Well, we could ostensibly deduce that it's connected at least to this one and our home plane, correct?
Perhaps, but we did pass through another portal to get here.
That's true. Do you know, is it known how many planes each Confluence Beast oversees or manages?
It's usually only required when there is a meeting of multiple 4 or more planes. So it could be as little as 4, or it could be as many as... I don't know, because I don't know what its upper limit is.
But definitely no fewer than 4.
Usually, yes, as far as I know.
Interesting. Well, we've experienced 3 of them thus far. I'm just gathering data. Let's push onward.
All right, are you guys going to head down the road towards this?
Very sneakily.
You guys going to sneak?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least low key, like trying not to, arouse such a clatter.
We'll definitely walk kind.
All right, everybody give me some sneaks.
Kind and
Roll to walk kind.
Roll to walk respectively. Wait, what am I rolling in? I'm sorry.
Stealth.
Oh, okay. Fuck, we're fucked.
Man, I'm rolling like dog dicks.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
6.
a bag of wet white dog turds.
22.
6.
So Can, probably because you're leading Loom along, it's a little bit difficult for you to like really get the hang of being sneaky. Fortunately, it seems like Loom, despite not being able to see, is, maybe it's because he's walking carefully or what, but he's pretty like light on his feet when he's.
I am the clouds.
Nez, perhaps you're still just focused on this beast, and like you're not so much concerned about being sneaky, just approaching it at a respectable way.
My 2 left feet.
And Fee, you just like disappear. Like if somebody's not looking at you, you're gone. You're sneaking around. You're skulking.
What about the like plant life in this place? Is that a mixture of different locale as well?
Flora.
For what they can see, there isn't a ton in this city. It is a ruin, so you do see like some ivy and stuff like that. But yeah, it is a mixture of locales as well. And as you look far off into the distance, this valley that the creature is standing in is like, you can tell that it's like a meeting spot of different types of like ecosystems. Even like even the grass doesn't look the same on every side.
But it's all like kind of just strewn together. Like it's not like a personal pan pizza like cut into 4 different locations and fauna and
correct
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a mixture.
So there'd be like a palm tree right next to like an evergreen or something.
Yeah.
Interesting. Tight.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Is it like that where Gil's at too?
And where Gil is at, no, he's in something else.
He's in fucking Valhalla. Okay. Get him. I'm really hoping for
in
a
the process
Gil
of
and Crumb like buddy cop team up. Like, he does everything by the book. He's a loose cannon.
Wait, that's both of them.
Wait, they're both loose cannons. Shit.
And you know what they say about loose cannons? They're super fun to play with.
Get ready for Milani and Crumb.
It's fucking, instead of Riggs and Murtaugh, it's Riggs and Riggs.
Yeah. Bad cop, but not bad like mean, just bad.
Bad cop, rad
mean
cop.
cop.
What does a gun do?
Oh, good. My father's old service revolver.
So you guys head towards this beast. You think that it would probably take you, it's a few miles away, so it might take you the better part of an hour to get there.
But who knows? We might find other pleasant people that are willing to help and not shiv, shank, steal, murder us.
Narrator. He didn't. You guys, as you move along, you don't encounter anyone
God damn it,
else.
ghost town. All right, makes sense. Yeah, I get it.
And eventually, after walking along for quite some time, you guys get to like the crumbling gateway out of this city and
Wink.
into the plain.
Wink, wink, crumbling.
You're unbelievable.
Oh!
As you guys arrive at this crumbling gateway, it slopes out into this valley that you can see, and now you can see that there are something creatures maybe milling about off in the distance. They look to be like bestial in their makeup. A lot of them seem to be on all fours, moving around. It's hard to tell though because they appear to be made out of fog themselves. Do you guys want to continue? Do you want to do anything?
Yeah, let's press on forward. We're kind of like in the forest jungle area now, like outside of the city.
Yeah, it's a big spanning valley off in the distance. There's mountains, but it's basically like maybe another couple miles, and you would reach this beast. And you've gotten closer, and you can see like you have to like even where you're at, you have to like crane your head up to look at it.
Fucking wild.
I mean, we can like skirt around the beast, right?
You could, but it sounded like you guys were going directly toward it.
It's like
So-
skirting around a mountain.
Has anyone heard anything out of Gil's tooth?
Not since before we went in the portal. It started kind of breaking up, and I would only get like random words.
And none of those words were like
They weren't helpful.
beast,
They,
legs, kinda skull port.
Don't come through, you'll get spider legs. No, nothing helpful as far as navigating this landscape or finding out where he is, unfortunately.
Well, let's keep an eye out for Gil tracks.
Yeah, if you guys want, you can give me a survival check.
Yeah.
Could I give a survival check for something different?
Sure.
Just looking for like a some sort of path that's been tread before, like.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
14. 14.
Ah, 14.
Fucking 12.
God damn, you rolling shit.
You got a 12, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you see like a general path that kind of
Okay.
snakes through the valley. That's really the only one you see, though. It looks like it has been traveled, but it is a little overgrown, and it was a thin one, even when it was traveled. So not a huge boon, but it does seem to travel off straight up ahead toward this beast.
Okay.
Guys, I think if you don't have any qualms with it, we can follow this path that seems to have been tread previously, and it'll take us to the confluence beast, it seems.
And then you both got 14, and you were looking for signs of Gil.
Yeah.
The scent of Gil has faded. You don't smell it anywhere around here. You could probably discern, based on that, both of you guys would kind of discern that he might still be somewhere in the city. But it was fading even as you guys had been moving through the city, almost as if he was just like gone. And if you can combine that with Crumb, it probably wouldn't be too hard to discern that something else is going on here. So Nezrah presents this idea for you. What would you guys like to do?
What if Gil isn't even here?
I mean, that's true. What if Gil died? Crumb's dead.
Forever.
I wasn't thinking that. I was just thinking like maybe he's elsewhere.
Then
I
he is
guess.
luckier than us.
There have been multiple portals along the way, so maybe there's another portal he jumped in.
It's very possible, especially with what Loom said about the confluence beast being kind of an anchor point for multiple planes.
But we could all smell Gil's stench, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But if he went
Okay.
through a portal, it would dissipate.
Yeah, and we don't smell his stench here. Who's the best smeller?
You don't have to say stench.
Yes, I do.
Who, the best smeller?
Yeah.
I mean,
Animals can animals.
Well, I'm already thinking about that, motherfucker. Shut up.
Stay in your lane.
You're dead, remember?
That's right.
Go stink up someone else's campaign.
Campaign.
So yeah. Are you? Is that what you're doing?
I'm thinking about it. I don't want to just wild shape before we have a discussion, which is why I'm asking.
Okay. Fucking jeez, guys.
Get out of my house.
Go wait at the train station.
It's me, sadly, like Michael Scott, waiting on a boxcar.
I mean, best smeller. I
I'm
feel
not
like
much for tracking myself.
I'm okay at tracking, but I'm not great.
So do we want to go back to maybe where we last smelled him and see if we can get on his trail that way?
Maybe.
And I can turn up my smells.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I suppose.
Because I don't want to have to try to, like, make friends with that guy if we don't have to.
That's true. Because there's the chance that we might startle them anyway. So.
Oh, fuck.
Zap. Nope. Bye.
The AT-AT just...
I know if a cockroach were just coming up and talking to me, I'd step on it.
Ew.
How? Abomination.
Nope, don't care what you have to say. There's no way it's good.
Not coming from you. Dad?
I wonder what smells the best.
So you guys want to head back in then?
Yeah, Can presented a solid argument.
All right, so you guys turn around and start heading back into the city. As you do, Loom kind of stops for a second and pulls a little bit on your spider leg, Can. I don't know how I know this, but there's something coming down the road. We should get off the road. Like an alley or something.
Loom's
Okay.
like Daredevil.
How do y'all feel
sensing the
about
world.
hiding?
Yeah.
It's a necessity sometimes.
Okay, let's hide.
Yeah.
So you guys give me a perception check real fast. See if you can spot the best place to hide.
Fucking
14 again.
nice.
Billy, roll
get an eight?
better.
3.
Oh my God. You blind son of a bitch.
I'm more blind than Loom.
He could see despite not seeing.
Does Loom look like Charlie Cox?
If so, that changes the campaign.
It does.
Yes, he looks
Because
exactly
we're all
like him.
dating him.
It changes my
Our new
motivations.
favorite.
It's important for my character development.
Yes, Can.
Natural 20, 27.
Whoa. Okay.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
So
Can's
yeah, you
group now.
Can. You're looking around. What did you get, Fee?
I got 14 again.
Okay. Fee, you spot a couple of spots that could be good to get off the road, but Can, you are looking around and
You found a truck stop
It's the hidey hole is what it's called.
for many different reasons.
But maybe it's because you're lower to the ground, you can spot things a little bit differently, but you are looking around and you see there's an alleyway, but you see right in the crook turn of this alleyway, there is an open doorway. And that looks like a perfectly good spot to hide.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Lead the way.
All right, you guys sneak into this doorway, and it still allows you guys to see if you would like to peek out to see what's coming. Otherwise, you guys can just go right in. What do you want to do?
Going right in.
Yeah.
I mean, I told Can to lead the way, so.
Nobody's peeking? Weird.
Wait.
Pay
Nope.
attention.
I'm not peeking. I'm
I mean, I
deliberately
look
not peeking.
in
I'm not a
before
peeker.
No, not
not a
peek
sneaker.
in, peek back out.
Oh,
to
yeah, I
see
want to
what-
peek out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're planning to watch through the doorway, it's a shadowy doorway. If you're planning to watch, I'm going to need stealth.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can go in and you see that this is just like a windowless room that has a staircase that is made of wood that's busted and broken that goes up to another level.
I had a 12 for stealth.
Okay. Well, you all have advantage with this, so
Oh, sick.
sorry.
That's nice.
19 with advantage.
13 with advantage.
Nice.
One more.
I feel that.
Not 14, though. Not,
And are you peeking out, Nezrah?
No.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So yeah, you're deeper into this. Fee and Can, you guys are looking out, and you feel pretty well hidden, and you can see down the road here a train of individuals marching down, their eyes locked forward, not saying anything, not hardly making a sound other than their very soft footsteps. But they all seem to be constructed out of various misty materials. Like they're still kind of corporeal, but they look like they're made of fog as they march. It's this long train of individuals, like 30 or 40 of them moving down, just marching silently, and then they pass by you just very quietly.
What do they look like? Just misty?
They're misty, but they're a variety of different races and all humanoid, it seems.
What are they wearing?
It looks like misty, like different types of armor, leather armor, metal armor would be considered that, the general shape, but they're still, you can see through them a little bit.
They don't wear anything that's like specific to an area or region?
It looks to be they all are dressed very similarly, and if one of you two, you two can roll history check to see if you can discern.
Okay. You'll be his. You'll be his. You'll be his. No. Nope.
17.
4.
Okay, Fee, none of this looks familiar to you. Can, for some reason, maybe somebody visited your island long ago. There is something you recognize about the way that their armor looks. A lot of it is kind of cobbled together, but despite the mist and stuff like that. But you're looking at it and you're like, this is formerly what was once called Veldalin armor. Now would be the equivalent of the Runic Empire's armor.
Nice.
So, not sure what that's about, but you're like confident. You're pretty confident on that. They have a very utilitarian look to their armor. There's not a lot of frills to what was formerly Veldalinian armor.
Can wouldn't recognize Veldalin armor, would they?
If there was a traveler who came through, we can say you would recognize it from that.
Okay.
Especially because specifically there was one Veldalinian that you guys all kind of really thought was cool, if you'll recall. You mentioned it to me, maybe you don't remember. Yeah. But so yeah, you're familiar at least in a sense to Veldalinian armor. Aluminium armor. But yeah, then they pass by. Do you want to watch what they do? Sneak back out and watch?
Yeah, I'm gonna peek.
Mm-hmm.
Fee?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You guys will keep that stealth check.
Since I'm already making a plan here to do so, I'm gonna give everybody warning that I'm about to turn into a wolf.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn into a wolf.
Oh, okay.
For stuff.
Yeah.
Then I will relinquish my hold.
Thank you. Okay.
You turn into a pinkish wolf that also has 2 spider legs.
Yes.
Okay. So now as a wolf with my heightened senses, I'm peeking. I am sniffing and I'm
Give me a
looking.
perception check using the wolf's perception. I guess it would be yours, wouldn't it?
No.
Ooh, I think they might have. Let me look.
They should have keen
Yeah.
senses or something.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's part of it or if I'll just have to decide how that would work.
Keen hearing and smell.
Okay.
Advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Okay. So are you going to be sniffing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me a perception check with advantage.
Keen just looks like that dog from The Thing,
Yeah.
Okay.
but pink.
26.
26. So yeah, you sniff real good. They
You actually sniff a little too good.
They have a very strange scent to them. They have a scent. These do. You can smell everything around you now. You can smell everything that surrounds you, including these individuals, is almost like a fading memory of a scent. It's just they're on the tip of your tongue, the tip of your olfactory nerve, and then just kind of disperses as if you can't quite grasp what it is. Some, forgotten memory of a scent. And it's like a mixture of different things. But you also catch the very, very faint scent of Gil still here. Even though it faded to your, humanoid sentiments, your wolf form can still pick that up. But as you watch, this train of individuals moves out into the valley, and you watch them move a little ways out, getting a little bit further from where you guys were, and then they slowly begin to like pull apart and turn into mist that is sucked into this beast far away.
I feel like we don't have time to worry about this. I'm going to signal to the others that I have found a trail.
Okay. You guys notice that Can has found a trail.
A scent trail.
For Gil? For Gil?
I nod my wolf head.
Okay, lead the way.
All right. You gonna lead the way?
Wait, I check and make sure someone has loom.
He's just like grasping in the air.
We just leave him in this
I
back
paw
room.
at someone.
Does anyone want to take Loom's hand or anything?
Here, Loom. And I outstretch my staff to him.
He grabs onto it, and you lead the way. You take some turns, twists, and angles, and you eventually arrive in this like dead-end alleyway. And the scent is still really strong here, but you can also now smell like this weird like magical scent that you think might belong to Crumb. There's also another scent here, and it smells just like a rock that's been baked in the sun all day. That like warm smell.
Okay.
And as you guys like enter this dead end, there's suddenly a bright flash, and a figure appears above you. Gil,
What's up, baby?
you are in the darkness.
I am the darkness.
You are the darkness. And you can hear the light flap of Crumb's wings behind you as you move through this like complete and total like bleak black darkness. You cannot see anything. You can't see your own body. You can feel the ground beneath your feet. You want to just keep moving forward regardless? Sorry, beneath your hooves.
Yeah, I will walk with the surety and confidence of any other day.
Okay, you start sauntering along then, and eventually the darkness starts to, peel back and fade in front of you. It gets gray and then turns into like mist as you move through this area until it completely disperses, and you find yourself back in that shadowy version of Eldercross. It looks almost identical, except now, as you look up in the sky, you can see a giant eye looking down at you. What the fuck is that?
Who put the date there? Has it always been there? I've never really regarded the sky that much, I guess. Is it looking at us?
Yeah, it's looking right at you. It's like got the vertical like serpentine style eye or pupil.
What color is it?
The pupil is like very black. The iris itself is kind of like a gold.
Okay.
Oh, it would have been
Like flecked with
lot
red.
if we
For
were fighting
copyright
it.
purposes, it's not orange or fiery red in any way.
Or affixed to a tower. I'm going to awkwardly wave, but then my hand is going to turn and I'm going to give it the bird.
You hear behind you, yeah, and then Crumb double flips the bird.
You dumbass, you're invisible. He can't see you.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm assigning gender to this eyeball. It just felt like a dude eye. I
In the middle of your sentence, Gil, you hear like a loud and if you were to look up the hill toward your house, you see the door to your mother's cottage suddenly flap open and a green light begin to spill out, crawling down the like long stairs, like the stone stairs that are built into the side of this hill, and begin to fan out into the town. And you hear in your mind, the trial has begun. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
It has begin. Nice. Cool. Green light.
You don't have to turn on the green light.
I saw this dumb fucking video where it's just like dude playing the drums to Roxanne, but he edited everything out except for the word rocks. Rocks.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I watched the whole video.
I think that sound was trending on TikTok for a while.
So yeah, now it's time for tonight's MVPC. The most valuable player character. I want to know who deserves an additional 1d10 of DM inspiration. Now, for those of you listening and for those of you around the table, Nez is 1, Gil is 2, Fee is 3, and Can is 4. On the count of 3, I want you guys to hold up the number of fingers corresponding to the person you believe deserves to be MVPC. Now I'll give you a moment to decide, and then we will vote.
This is so quiet.
It's the quietest we've ever been
so
together.
Quiet. Oh my God.
I loved it. It was amazing.
I'm ready, yes.
Euphoric.
All right. Lindsey, are you ready?
You look very unsure.
I don't know. Yeah, I can be.
All right. 1, 2, 3, vote.
I feel like I'm
Okay,
always
we've got
voting
2
Can.
votes for Can, 1 vote for Nez, and 1 vote for Gil. Gil, why'd you vote for Nez?
Yeah, why?
I think it's interesting that Nezrah's taking up the leader mantle, like naturally on his own, for his desire to find his like leader, so to speak.
Oh, so it's all about you. I see.
Yes. But of course, because I voted. This is my vote, asshole. Fuck. But more importantly, he's curious, but he's also brave. Like he's being brave. Like he's facing these weird, horrible giant creatures, but he's willing to go forward and do that because he thinks it will help his friend. So I think that's a really cool feature to Nezrah that I didn't really see before because he ran away and shit. So it's cool.
Very nice. Can, why did you vote for Gil?
He's doing a fucking hell of a job just sneaking around and hiding from us.
Hide and seek
Just
champion of the
slippery as hell, so a way to keep it interesting.
Very nice. Nez, why'd you vote for Can?
Kind of the reasons that Gil voted for Nez. Just kind of taking initiative and leading the group and wild shaping into the wolf to be able to pick up a trail and just being like, I don't want to fuck with that big thing. That sounds stupid. We should probably just try and find where Gil went. And yeah, just kind of cool.
And Nez wants to get closer so he can draw an accurate picture.
Yes, 100% just trying to gather data.
I got to see the underneath of this thing to get a full picture.
Get a look at the undercarriage.
I got to catch a glimpse of that warlock.
And Fee, why'd you vote for Can?
Spider Can was super fun.
Yeah.
And also, but yeah, her just having the strong senses and being able to, sniff out where Gil was. Because otherwise we wouldn't really have any trail because, just mediocre smellers. So, yeah, that's super helpful.
And Nez's smeller doesn't work because of all the smoking.
God, Jesus, Nezrah.
All right, that means tonight's MVPC is Kanak Anga. Take your 1d10 and remember to use it in the next episode.
I forgot my last one.
All right, well, that is it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. Thanks to all of you listeners. Now, if you like what you hear and you'd like to give us a little accolade or what have you, head on over to Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to the podcast and leave us a review. We will read any review we receive on the podcast. And while you're there, why don't you consider leaving us a rating? We would love a 5-star rating, but your experience may vary, but definitely I heard that if you do anything other than a 5-star, someone from our podcast will show up to your house and hit you with a baseball bat. So
It's not Tomas.
It's not.
It's a surprise.
definitely not. And then you can head over to patreon.com and see what our tiers are available. That's patreon.com/D20_syndicate. You can create an NPC that'll interact with the players. You can have access to early episodes. You'll get them before anybody else. You can have behind the scenes content, bonus content, all sorts of crazy zany shit. Head over to Patreon and consider making us warlocks with your patronage. Also, we've got a Discord, and it is free. It is a free Discord. Yes, that's right. It is an application. You can access it on your computer or your phone, or you can, do the analog method and just mail in what you want to say to the Discord, and Tomas will type it up for you.
Yeah.
But
On a Lego typewriter.
On a Lego typewriter, he gets real weird with his
Emojis?
His emoji
Life.
choice. So you have to specify very specifically what.
And it's
what
not
emoji
even
you want.
ink that he uses. It's not an ink ribbon. He fills it up with paint.
Yeah, it's pretty cute. I mean, it looks fun.
Yeah. It
But he
looks
just
like a-
does eggplant emojis.
Yeah, it looks like a monkey typed up a ransom note.
So yeah, head over to the Discord. The link is in the episode description. Also, if you'd like to support us additionally, we've got merch, and it is over at TeePublic. Head to TeePublic, get on our... It is not free. Head over to the D20 Syndicate page on TeePublic and check out some of our fine wares. We have wares for which to purchase and wear. Other than that, that is it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. See you next week. I am your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Bye!
Sayonara!
See ya.
No one else knows what you're talking about, really, so this works.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm going to use it to metagame.
A guess.
And it's going to work in conjunction with my loaded dice that I got recently.
You're not supposed to tell them about the loaded dice.
What about the D20 that doesn't have a 1 on it?
It's another 20.
It's just another 20.
Smart. How do you verify that? Seth has never checked our dice.
Never.
Yeah, but you guys don't roll 20s that often.
Whoa.
Hey, yeah, it's true.
Not as much as you.
Fucking A,
It's
dude.
like your die has only 20s and 1s on it.
I'll let you look at it.
Oh, there's
That's not the one. That's the one that he's presenting for this specific occasion.
Yeah, there's another
I
one
thought
right
you guys
off
would be on my
screen.
tail.
Yeah. I know how con men think. I saw Lost. I know who Sawyer is.
I saw Matchstick Men.
I saw Stick Man. Starring Nicolas Cage.
Except right now I've got a miscellaneous D6 for this because I left my D6 over at Andrew's house when I did that birthday one shot for him.
That was
Oh, you did it in
so
person?
long ago.
Yeah, it was.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. And I realized it because we like a couple weeks later we did our recording and I was like, something's wrong with I can't find my dice. So I was just using one. I was like, I went through all my dice and I couldn't find the green D6. And so I messaged him and he like sent me a picture back of it.
I won $10,000 by Friday.
I did not know how many fucking stickers came on new cars. They're
Oh
stuck
my
on there like
God.
IKEA furniture.
Yeah.
I'm still finding them.
Yeah, they typically have like their lot people, usually 2 people at a time. It takes them about 10 minutes to.
Well, one
completely
person
unwrap
was
a
doing
car.
it.
Yeah.
It was
So it's like when you get like a DVD player
Yeah.
and it has like this invisible plastic front sticker. There's several stickers on the top that you have to remove. The fucking remote control has a sticker on top of it. And
Yeah.
Or that time you buy a DVD player from the pawn shop and there's a hidden compartment and it has a bunch of weed in it.
Has that happened to you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Cool.
Or I think it wasn't a DVD player, so it wasn't me directly, but I was with them when they bought it. I think it was a console. It was like a PlayStation 2 or something, and like
it's got like an expansion base.
The expansion slot,
Yeah.
There was just weed
Smart.
in there.
Except they fucking forgot.
Yep.
On account of the weed.
And I wanted to be like, how did the people at the pawn shop not find this? Like, don't they look at this shit?
Don't they sniff?
No one
for
ever
this?
used the expansion bay.
Right? Yeah. It's
No one thinks to look there.
They released Final Fantasy 11 and really tried to push that, and like 2 people did it.
Yep.
And both of those people used it for weed. You could save stuff from your costume, and then maybe the next year, if other people need like one specific thing, then you can be like, here's this.
Yeah. We need like a group pot.
A costume box.
A community costume chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seth,
Man,
where's the cod piece? I need the cod piece.
I was
Nothing.
What? What?
One size fits some.
What were in the rescuers, the crocodiles? What Nero and Brutus?
Brutus.
I remember those ones.
Those are badass names for
I
crocodiles.
know. I loved those.
Nero and
Were they
Brutus.
crocodiles or gators? I don't know. Probably gators.
Probably.
Was the rescuers down under?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't down under.
Wait,
I don't
what?
like that one.
You don't like that one?
What?
That's the best one.
No, I was a regular rescuer fan.
That's like saying that you
Oh,
don't.
gee.
That's like
What's
you don't
happening?
like Fievel Goes West more than original Fievel.
An American Tale.
Yeah.
wait. You're
have my
not supposed to like
preferences.
Five Goes West the most.
I loved that there was a pawn shop. It seemed fun.
What about
and
the
an
giant
orphanage
eagle,
with a
though?
cool cat.
Dude, Fievel Goes
We had
West.
a neat
fucking
seagull though.
rules.
Yeah, I love
What
Five.
a time. What a weird time for boss ass sequels to animated movies.
Yup.
Fievel Goes West.
They
Rescue
used to
Under.
they used to care about that.
Man. Just
Nobody
really
cares anymore.
upping the ante in every way. Like, we're just going to put them in a whole new location, whole different fucking genre, basically, but it still slapped.
Then
I don't
Return
even know
of
how they
Jafar
made it
happened.
down under.
But then they started doing shit like Beetlejuice Goes to Hawaii, you know? And it just fucking ruined
The whole
everything.
Beetlejuice show was like what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, now they're best friends. He was like gonna marry that girl.
Yeah.
That
Gonna marry
14-year-old
that girl.
Yeah. But he's so lovable now.
Yeah.
What?
When did the hell this
Yeah,
dude
he's
was
a bad guy in
He
the
was a
movie.
cretin.
And a creep.
Yeah.
Like a sex pest.
Do you even
look good,
know
though.
you love me? Like you cannot see, sir.
Do you even know that you love me? What the fuck kind of question?
Love is attached to the eyeball
I could look
specifically.
like a straight up like blob
is a
monster,
medieval
and you'd be like, "Looks
mentality.
good." Like
Girl, you're the best looking blob I've ever seen.
Today.
I'm just
Show
wearing
me
these
about them
glasses. Like,
blobs,
oh my god.
Possible peek in too far into my personal life, but I've gotten to the point as a married person when Sam asks me those hypotheticals, like, what if this, like, what if I had a weird deformity or something like that? I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, I probably wouldn't be with you. I don't entertain it at all anymore. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, she asked me that, and I thought that was only a Lindsey thing. Like,
No.
would you love me if I
With a worm.
yeah, yeah,
Literally.
yeah? I'm
That's
like,
the internet one.
no.
She out here asking if
No,
I'd
I
love her if I
wouldn't.
was a worm.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I just answer it with, I probably wouldn't be with you. I just shut it down.
Would you stay with me if we were paralyzed? No,
I'd have to.
that's so much work.
And I constantly tell her, I'm like, hey,
really hard.
if I like get put on life support
Just
or if I'm
kill.
a vegetable or something, just kill me. Kill me. Leave me.
Even if I break my right arm,
if I
just,
Yeah.
just put me out of my misery.
if I become like a burden to you, fucking discard me.
you're barely useful as it is.
Yeah.
And then one ailment happens.
I don't know why she keeps me around to begin with now. And I'm pretty much fully functional, save for like the typical aging and gravity over time kind of shit.
For sure, yeah.
But yeah, as soon as I become burdensome, discard me.
As society demands.
Exactly. Put me on an iceberg chip and flip me out into the fucking
Not even
sea.
a big one. You're just trying
Yeah.
to stand on it.
It's uncomfortable. You can't sprawl out. You can't fully lay down on it. And then I get eaten by an orca.
Once you
Thus
finally manage to balance on the chip.
It's like, oh, perfect. Free willies and chomps me in half.
Oh my god.
As the circle of life is wont to do.
Mm-hmm.